right from the time when this issue was raised, and if you remember that we in the assembly also had protested against the discontinuance of the government on the various number of contractual teachers that have been employed against across the state. We had said that this should be on a very thoughtful manner, because we cannot just disemploy people and throw them out of jobs because they may not be having the right age to apply for a new job. Some of them have been serving there for 15 years, 20 years. And to make them compete with younger generations, I think it is very unfair. And considering the service and the hardships at which they had to face to give the best to the students across the state. And at the same time, with meager salaries and the jobs were not permanent as well, how they have kept on serving the people. But then suddenly, out of the blue, the government decided to do away with their services and at the same time appoint new teachers. Now, in fact, this should have been done in a phase-wise manner, considering the services, considering the experience, considering the need of the people. And with that rush, when the government went to do away with all the contractual teachers, now we are in a situation where there are schools where there are many vacant posts and the government has not been able to fill up. So we are landing up in a situation where, in one hand, the once appointed teachers, contractual teachers, are not having a job, and we have schools now where there are no teachers. So the entire state is suffering. Not only 2 years of academic progress has been affected because of COVID. Now the third year, we are saying simultaneously, like, the government has not been able to appoint teachers, therefore the services and educational needs of the children is also being affected across the state.
We cannot keep our blind eye for those schools with zero teacher, because they are government LP school now with zero teacher, where both the teacher have retired or maybe someone passed away. So direct recruitment also, it has been halted due to the Honorable High Court intervention to put in place through roster system. And we hope that this issue, the Honorable High Court will allow as soon as possible. And we hope in days to come, all the major department, the direct recruitment, be it in the police, be it in DSC, MPSC, and other department also, this can take place at the same time for the teachers also, because the direct recruitment through the recruiting board in different district has to be in place for those teachers who have passed MTET. So we hope in days to come the government will try to speed up this issue, and at the same time I would urge the education department, the government as a whole, the Honorable Chief Minister, that for immediate remedies, those teachers for the school which doesn't have teachers, they have to be appointed as officiating on a breaking period, 59 days breaking period, so that the student won't lose. Now after COVID, they have lost so much. Now there are schools with zero teachers. How they will run the school? Thank God for those schools which have together with the LP and the UP, they are trying to cover up, but how much they will cover? So I have write a letter, and I have talked to the officer of the education department also, so that they will allow for a temporary solution to appoint on officiating for time being, so that our students wouldn't lose whatever they have to get from school in their daily life.
Quality teaching has always been the biggest question across all the schools. If you go for a school which is in urban area, maybe the fees are higher, but then there also quality teaching is being questioned. If we look at a school of a government LP school or any kind of government aided or private school in a rural area also, there even the quality of the teaching is being questioned. So therefore, we have to look at different aspects of quality, infrastructure wise, in terms of the kind of the selection process of the teachers, training them, giving them the needed, much needed skills and also equipments. Because if you look at a particular school, sometimes they require a science lab, but then they don't have the infrastructure, they don't have the teachers nor the teaching aids. If you look at the condition of the metric students who will be appearing for the SSLC, we have seen that they are weak in maths and science. So there we need additional support for the children to understand maths better, to understand science better, so that at least they can perform better in such kind of subjects. So therefore these are broad subjects to talk of. When you talk of quality, then we have to analyze threadbare as to where the quality is lacking.